CSS keyframe animations are awesome. They're one of the most powerful, versatile tools in CSS, and we can use them for all sorts of nifty things. But they're also often misunderstood. They're a bit quirky, and if you don't understand those quirks, using them can be quite frustrating. In this tutorial, we're diving deep into CSS keyframes. We'll figure out how they work and see how to build some pretty swanky animations with them. Welcome, fellow developers. If you're a JavaScript developer looking to level up your CSS game, you're in the right place. But don't worry, even if you're just comfortable with the basics of HTML and CSS, this tutorial is still for you. Now, if you're a CSS pro, you might think you know all there is to know about keyframe animations. But stick around, because we've got some seriously cool and obscure tips and tricks near the end of this post that you won't want to miss. The main idea with a CSS keyframe animation is that it'll interpolate between different chunks of CSS. For example, here we define a keyframe animation that will smoothly ramp an element's horizontal position from -100% to 0%. Each keyframe statement needs a name. In this case, we've chosen to name it slide-in. You can think of this like a global variable. Keyframe animations are meant to be general and reusable. We can apply them to specific selectors with the animation property. As with the transition property, animation requires a duration. Here we've said that the animation should last 1 second 1000 milliseconds. The browser will interpolate the declarations within our from and to blocks. Over the duration specified, this happens immediately. As soon as the property is set, we can animate multiple properties. In the same animation declaration, here's a fancier example that changes multiple properties. In an interactive guide to CSS transitions, we learned all about the different timing functions built into CSS. We have access to the same library of timing functions for our keyframe animations. And, like with transition, the default value is ease. We can override it with the animation timing function property. Looped animations. By default, keyframe animations will only run once, but we can control this with the animation iteration count property. It's somewhat rare to specify an integer like this. But there is one special value that comes in handy: infinite. For example, we can use it to create a loading spinner. Note that for spinners, we generally want to use a linear timing function so that the motion is constant, though this is somewhat subjective. Try changing it and see what you think. Thanks for joining me in this tutorial on CSS keyframe animations. My name is Leite, and I hope you found this tutorial helpful in building your knowledge of CSS. In this tutorial, we've covered the basics of CSS keyframe animations and how they can be used to create some pretty cool animations for your website. We've discussed the syntax of keyframe animations and how we can use timing functions to control the animation speed and flow. But this is just the beginning. In the upcoming videos, we'll continue our exploration of keyframe animations and dive into some more advanced techniques, including multi-step animations, alternating animations, shorthand values, fill modes, and dynamic animations with CSS variables. I'm excited to continue this journey with you and help you unlock the full potential of CSS keyframe animations. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.